Welcome to the finals of the 2024 Palomino European Qualifier. Angels Taverna, the home team facing the Stuttgart Reds, who are at home but visitors. The winner qualifies to go to the United States for the Palomino World Series. Lineups for the Angels Taverna: pitching Samuel Dieck, catching Samuel Cervala. At first base, Michael Binovic. Second base is Michael Suchor. At third base, Jan Fankovic. Shortstop, Damon Atkinson. Left, center, and right will be Jakob Horvath, Matai Cervala, and in right field, Tobias Baloch. And hopefully today I have the lineups correct. Again, my apologies for that mix-up yesterday. For the Stuttgart Reds, leading off, Emil Hunt, followed by Oscar Hunt. Jonathan Schaefer batting third, cleanup Moritz Kurlaw. Joel Petzold in the fifth hole, followed by Jaden Grimminger. 7, 8, and 9 batters, Max Holmberg, Felipe Holmberg, Tim Rudolph. Umpires for the finals behind the dish is Rob Haas. At first base, Julian Liedke. At third base, Robert Saso. Throw down to second, and it's time to play ball. Stuttgart's batting average for the tournament, a good 341, 61 inning score, 61 runs scored on 43 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, 40 RBIs, 31 stolen bases, 34 walks to 22 strikeouts. On the other side, pitching Samuel Dieck. He has 1.2 innings pitched, gave up 5 runs, only 1 earned. His ERA is 5.4. First pitch, outside, ball 1. As a team, the Angels, 36 inning pitched, gave up 35 hits, 34 runs, 23 of them earned. And ball number 2. And again, as a team, 25 walks to 34 strikeouts, a 4-1 record at 5.75 ERA. There's strike number 1. Emil Hunt with an impressive 462 batting average. Swing and a miss at that pitch. He's 6 for 13 with 5 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. Two and 2 the count. That ball in the dirt. Count is full. If you're watching, if you want to shout out, you got questions, comments, words of wisdom, the chat function is open. Let me know where you're watching from. 3 and 2 the count. And there's a fly ball in left field. Looked like the wind played with it a little bit, but nice catch by the left fielder for out number 1. Brings up Oscar Hunt, Emil's big brother. He's 294, 5 for 17 in the tournament, has a double and 5 RBIs. Pitch inside for ball number 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. It's ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Check swing, check down to first base. First base umpire Julian Lidka says no, he did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's ball 4, first runner of the game for the Stuttgart Reds. Next batter, Jonathan Schaefer. And Coach Yannick giving the signs. Yoni 5 for 8 in the tournament. And he swings and misses at that pitch. And caught stealing on the back foot, says the third base umpire. Swing and a miss for the batter. Out number 2. Oh, and 1 the count. And I'm sure Coach came out and was asking about catcher's interference, and the umpire says, you got the out. So 2 down. That's strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. That ball down low, ball 1. There's a pop-up down the first baseline. Twisting out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, but the ball gets past the catcher. Yoni Schaefer makes it to first base. You're going to say KWP. So Yoni at first base. And Moritz Kohler, the batter. Moritz, 8 for 14 for a 571 batting average. A double, 2 triples, a home run. Also has 8 stolen bases, so the offensive catalyst for the Reds up to bat. He swings at the first offering, strike number 1. That pitch a bit high, 1-1 to count. And Yoni Johnny Schaefer taking a huge lead, gets the pitcher to step off. 1-1. Runners going, and there's a high fly ball. And camped under it, the right fielder, who brings it down for out number 3. Little bit of traffic on the base paths, but no problem for pitcher Samuel Deek. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, pitching for the Stuttgart Reds, Jonathan Schaefer. He's got 3.1 innings pitched in this tournament. He gave up 1 unearned run, 5 Ks, ERA, of course, 0.00. Catching him, Emil Hunt at first base is Max Holmberg. At second base, Jaden Grimminger. Third base, Moritz Kohler. Shortstop, Oscar Hunt. Left, center, and right, Felipe Homburg, Joel Petzold, and Tim Rudolph. Batting lineup for the Angels, Trnava. Leading off, Matai Travala, followed by Maximilian Versdak, Jan Fankovic. In the cleanup hole, Jakob Horvath, followed by Samuel Travala, Tobias Baloch, Damon Atkinson, Michael Binovic, and Michael Suchon. As a team, batting average .235 with 43 hits, the 13 doubles and 1 triple, 38 RBIs, 21 stolen bases for the Angels, 36 walks against 49 strikeouts. That ball hit, but foul. Stuttgart Reds pitching, 28 innings pitched. Gave up 20 hits and 20 runs, 15 of them earned. 22 walks against 42 strikeouts. Team ERA of 4.82. That curveball over the head of the batter, 1-1 to count. There's strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And out by window shopping. Oh, yeah. Strikeout for out number 1 on the off-speed pitch. Brings up Maximilian Versdak looking for his first hit of the tournament. And he takes that pitch on the inside for ball 1. There's a curveball. Check swing, but umpire Rob Haas says he went too far. Strike number 1. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. Strike number 3. So, I guess that first pitch was on the inside corner. 2 batters up, 2 strikeouts. Next batter, Jan Funkovic. Batting average 176, 3 of 17 with 3 stolen bases in the tournament. And that curveball misses low, ball 1. And fastball low, 2-0 the count. There's strike number 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball misses low, 3-1. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. He lets that go. It's a walk, but he couldn't lay off the high heat. Full count. And that ball's fouled back. And there's ball 4. Both teams able to get a runner on a walk. That brings up Jakob Horvath, hitting .500 in the tournament. 10 out of 10 for 20 with 4 doubles and a triple. So this is the guy you want up if you're the Angels Trnava. That pitch high, ball 1. There's a pop-up, twisting foul over the first base line, first base fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pickoff gets past the first baseman. It was in the dirt. Runner able to advance to second on the E1. So Jan Funkovic in scoring position. 1-1 to count. That strike on the outside corner. Hot cheese at the knees. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. There's a line drive hit all the way to the left field. Throw comes in offline. A RBI single for Jakob Horvath. So the pickoff error hurts. And the Angels take the lead. And the next batter, Samuel Travala. Samuel, 357 batting average. 5 for 14 with a double, 3 stolen bases. He swings and misses at the first pitch. And there's a pop fly in right field. Right fielder camping under it and catching it for out number 3. But the Angels get themselves on the board. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on, 1 inning in the books, and it's 1-0. Top of the second inning, leading off for the Stuttgart Reds, Joel Petzold, Jaden Grimminger, Max Homburg. And Joel, of course, with the dramatic walk-off sacrifice fly in the 9th inning yesterday to beat Netherlands United and qualify them for the finals. He takes that pitch in there for strike number 1. That pitch catches him on the arm, on the back, on something. Hit by pitch, leadoff runner on. Next batter, Jaden Grimminger. Jaden 4 for 10 with a .400 batting average. Big lead at first base. And that pitch high and away, ball 1. Stuttgart, of course, looking to answer the 1 run that the Angels scored in the bottom of the first inning. That pitch low inside, and a shout out to Thomas Turkan. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to shout out, have a question, words of wisdom, put them in the chat function. I'll get your name on the air. That pitch up and away, ball number 3. And don't forget, all the games will be on Reds TV if you want to relive any of the games. Also, Iris Drobny, the world's best photographers. Lots of pictures uploaded in the website. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So top of the second inning, Stuttgart gets their first 2 batters on, and that brings up Max Homburg. He's 2 for 7. And also brings out the coach from the Angels to talk to his pitcher. Probably just trying to settle him down a little bit. How did the Reds make it to the finals? They started off with a 13-3 win against the Future Stars out of Netherlands, a 19-1 win against the Minsk Belarus team, an 18-1 win against the Swiss team, and then had to fight all the way into the 9th inning before, like I said, Joe Petzold hits a walk-off sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 9th inning to win that game 3-2, making the makeup rainout game against the Angels yesterday. For the Reds, irrelevant. Of course, then they're not going to waste any pitching. And they lost to these Angels 13-3. That's why the Angels are the home team. So after a quick powwow, batter Max Holmberg, who is .286 batting average. He takes that pitch on the inside corner for strike number one. And that ball hit to the shortstop, who flips to second, twisting, turning, and safe at first. Max Holmberg able to leg it out, but one out. And now runners at the corners for Stuttgart. Next batter, Felipe Holmberg. He's batting 4 for 9 with a .444 clip. So, one down. Runners at the corners. So, the middle infield looks like they're playing for double play depth. The corners playing in a little bit. Still early in the game. That pitch in there for strike number one. And a delayed steal, throw down to the second baseman, and a double steal. Stuttgart ties the ball game. Of course, Joel Petzold having to wait. The throw a little bit offline, backing it up. The catcher who throws it in to home, a little high. A double steal. Stuttgart ties the ball game at 1. Count to the batter, a 1-1. And now that's second, Max Holmberg. And that pitch is hot. Cheese at the knee, strike number 2. And on the off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, yeah, strikeout for out number 2. Next batter, number 9 hitter, Tim Rudolph. Only 4 at-bats, but 2 hits for him. 500 batting average. And time called. And that into right field, the first base hit for Stuttgart, and holding the runner at third is Coach Yannick Witt. Stuttgart gets their first base hit of the game, and now have runners at the corners with 2 outs, and Emil Hunt, leadoff man, up to bat. And throw back to third Little bit of a dangerous play by the catcher. If that gets into left field, runner will score. Not the smartest thing to do with 2 outs. And that pitch down low for ball 2. There's strike number 1 on the off-speed pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. And triple deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And just an extra 2 runners on. Runner takes off and a ground ball. Slowly hit to the second baseman. In time to get the speedy email hunt at first. Stuttgart able to put 1 run across the board on 1 hit. No errors, 2 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 the score. Bottom of the second inning, number 62. Tobias Balach swings and misses at the first pitch. 4 for 10, 400 batting average, 2 doubles. It's outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. And an off-speed pitch over the first baseman. Base hit for Tobias. He's safe at first. Leadoff batter on. Next batter, shortstop Damon Atkinson. 250 batting average, 4 for 16 in the tournament. Does have 3 stolen bases. And he bunts the ball, pop up to the pitcher who throws it back to first. That's not what the coach ordered, but pitcher's best friend, the double play. Sacrifice bunt attempt goes right back to the pitcher who calmly throws it in time to first. 2 outs. Mikhail Binovic swings and misses or fouls the ball off. He's 1 for 11 with a .091 batting average. And he takes that pitch on the corner for a strike. The Angels got here. First game they lost to Netherlands United's 12-2 before beating the Swiss team 18-6. That ball low and away. And in 11 innings, finally we're able to beat Minsk 9-8. And then 11-5 win against the Future Stars from Netherlands. And then 13-3 yesterday against these Stuttgart Reds. There's a strikeout for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. After 2 complete innings, game is knotted at 1-1. That pitch up high. Thank you, Dunca, for telling me I didn't turn my mic on. Sorry about that, folks. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 2 outs. 1-1 to count on Moritz Kohler. There's a ball hit up the middle, base hit. Moritz Kohler safe at first base. And Joel Petzold, the next batter. Moritz Kohler, 8 stolen bases in the tournament so far. And Joel Petzold swinging at the first pitch. Fouls it out of play. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Was able to come all the way and score on a double steal. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That pitch just missed this outside part of the strike zone. 1-1 to count. Runners going, and he stops, pitches low, ball number 2. And a foul ball out of play gives us triple deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Moritz Kohler still standing at first base. Runner goes, and a pitch is inside. Nobody covering. Second stolen base, number 9 in the tournament for Moritz Kohler. Gets himself in scoring position. Full count on the batter. And that pitch on the inside for a walk. Puts runners at first and second. Brings up Jaden Grimminger. Again, winner of this game qualifies to go to the United States for the Palomino World Series. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Jaden walked in the first inning, was out at second on a fielder's choice. And that pitch inside, ball 1. Samuel Deke already at 55 pitches. Yeah, ball fouled into the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's strike number 2. Looks like it's starting to rain a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to get this game through without a long break. Swing and a miss. Strikeout ends the inning. No runs on, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 9-1-2. Up to bat for the Angels, Trnava, Michal Suchon, followed by Mataj Chervala and Maximil Versdek. Michal Suchon, 4 for 12, 333 batting average, a double and 3 stolen bases. His stat line in the tournament. That pitch up a little bit high. And I guess that ball wasn't round enough for Jonathan Safer. And the round ball hits the square hole. Strike number 1, 1-1 the count. That pitch left high, ball number 2. And a pop-up. First base line, foul territory, and nobody can get to it. Pitcher tried, catcher tried, first baseman tried. It just didn't want to be caught. So Mikhail Sukan back in the batter's box with the 2-2 count. High ball 3. And that's a walk. Leadoff man on for the 2nd straight inning. Brings up top of the lineup, Mataj Chervala, a strikeout victim, his first at bat. Third baseman playing in on the grass, expecting a bunt, and there it is. Fielded by the pitcher, throw down to second to get the lead runner. Safe at first. Pitcher Jonathan Schaefer does his job, gets the lead runner. And looks like we have a new batter coming in. Taking Maximil Versdak's place, number 64, Holeski. pick off. Safe at first. Pitch in there for strike number one. There's a fly ball, but twisting foul. Strike number two. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Strikeout for out number two. And Jan Vankovic, the next batter, walked. Made it to second on an error. Came around to score on a base hit. And that pitch in the dirt, nice block by catcher Emil Hunt. Runners going, throw down. Not in time. Good backup by the second baseman. Keep that ball from going into center field. Stolen base for Matai Trnava. Ball number two for Jan Vankovic. Spin move by the pitcher. Nobody covering second. And that pitch way outside, too far for catcher Emil Hunt to bring into control. So stolen base and a wild pitch. Matai Trnava 90 feet away. 3-0 count. Shout out to you, Tadeus. Thanks for tuning in. There's strike number one. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third base. And there's an off-speed pitch. Catches the inside of the corner from 3-0. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's out by window shopping. A nice curveball for strikeout out number 3. The Angels threaten but do not score. No runs on, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. 3 innings complete. Score is 1-1. Top of the fourth inning, Max Holmberg, the batter. Both teams being controlled by the pitching. Samuel Deke for Angels, Jonathan Schaefer for the Reds. That pitch misses inside for ball number 1. There's a line drive shot, but right at the center fielder. Out number 1. Felipe Humberg, the next batter. Felipe, strikeout victim in the first inning, or in the second inning. That pitch misses for ball number 1. There's strike 1, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And a foul ball on the off-speed pitch. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball in the dirt all the way to the backstop. 2-2. Oh, in this tournament, teams having to be very careful managing their pitching staff. If you pitch more than 30 pitches, 35 pitches on today, then you can't pitch tomorrow. If you pitch up to 60 pitches, then you have to have a day rest. And the max amount of pitches you're allowed to throw is 105. I'm sure you're able to finish the batter, but after 105 pitches, you have to come off the mound. And with 5 to 6 games in this tournament, and that off-speed pitch catches him in the elbow. Base runner on for the Stuttgart Reds. Good thing that was an off-speed pitch. Next batter, Tim Rudolph. Singled in the second inning. So both teams having to manage their bullpens. Both of these pitchers pitched on the first day. So I'm sure they're good to go all the way to the maximum of 105 pitches. The question would be after that, what does each team have in the bullpen? That pitch misses low for ball 1. Not a big lead at first base from Felipe Homburg. And a swing and a miss by Tim Rudolph. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That pitch away, ball 2. Again, the pitch count does come into play. Jonathan Schaefer so far at 44 pitches. Samuel Deke at 71. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Couldn't lay off the high heat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And completely fooled on the off-speed pitch. The check swings, strikeout for out number 2. Leadoff man, Emil Hunt, looking to get on base for the first time in the game. And that curveball misses outside. Now we have not only a duel on the baseball field, but we got a duel in the stands with the Stuttgart fans and the Angels fans chanting the team names. And a big round of applause by everybody else who's out there. And that ball is hit hard up the middle. And cut off by the center fielder, Coach Yannick wanting his runner to continue, but the runner stops. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Oscar Hunt, the next batter. Oscar, base on balls, caught stealing in inning number 1, and a strikeout victim in inning number 3. That pitch misses high, ball 1. And before I forget, a big thank you to all the helpers out here every day, making the field playable, making the food for the players, doing the refreshment stand. There's a slow hit ball chopped to the pitcher who throws it in time. Stuttgart gets 2 on. We can't put 1 across the board. 1-3 in the scorebooks. No runs on 1 hit and no errors, 2 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of inning number 4, we got a real pitcher's duel. Both teams with 2 and 3 hits. Only 1 run on each side. Number 59, Jakub Horvat, has one of the 2 hits for the Angels. Trnava. He will be leading off, followed by Samuel Chavala at strike number 1, and Tobias Baloch. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And oh yeah, off-speed pitch fools him for strike number 3. Out number 1. That's strikeout number 6 in the game for Jonathan Schaefer. That pitch low and away. Samuel Chavala flew out into right field, his first at-bat. He takes that pitch high and inside for a 2-0 count. That's on the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the high heat. Strike number 2. That curveball too far outside. Full count. Swing and a miss on the high cheese. Can't lay off of it. Strikeout number 7 for Jonathan Schaefer. Out number 2 for the Angels. Next batter, Tobias Baloch. Tobias at first base in the second inning on a base hit and was doubled on an attempted bunt. That pitch misses away, ball 1. It looks like Angels coach sending people down to the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Of course, for the Angels, Samuel Deke. He's done a very good job, but has quite a few pitches. That curveball misses in. 2-1 the count. Fastball outside, says home plate umpire Rob Haas. 3-1. And that fastball just a bit high. A walk for Tobias Baloch, and that brings up Damon Atkinson. Runner at first base with 2 outs. Yeah, off-speed pitch in there. Strike number 1. And a ground ball. Safe and an off-speed. Perfect throw by Moritz Kohler. Gets out number 3. No runs on. No hits, no errors, 1 left on. 4 innings are in the books. The score remains 1-1. Top of the fifth inning, a real pitcher's duel going on. Samuel Deeks for the Angels, Trnava, and the batter, Jonathan Schaefer for the Reds. He shows bunt, takes that pitch in there for strike number one. See if Jonathan can do something for himself. He's been up to bat twice, has struck out twice. And that pitch just a little bit high. Ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a blooper. And over the shortstop's head. So a bloop single for Jonathan Schaefer. Lead runner on for the Stuttgart Reds. And Moritz Kohler, the next batter. Moritz 1 for 2 with a fly out to right field and a base hit. Not too big of a lead at first. That pitch up and in, ball one. Runner's taking off, swing and a miss. Throw down is offline. Stolen base for Jonathan Schaefer. A good throw would have probably had him, but the throw was to the shortstop side of the bag. So Jonathan Schaefer in at second base, safe. 1-1 the count to Moritz Kohler. And that brings coach out of the dugout to probably question, was it catcher's or batter interference? After a quick chat, he's back in the dugout. Kohler's back in the batter's box. Deeks back on the mound. And that pitch misses in, 2-1 to count. Of course, Moritz not a guy that you want to give something middle in with 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run in the tournament. There's ball number 3. A little bit of dancing out there at second base. 2 spin moves by the pitcher, nobody covering. 3 balls, 1 strike. And here's a ground ball. Shortstop misplays it. Error on the shortstop. Moritz Kohler safe at first. Jonathan Schaefer safe at third. Runners at the corners for the Stuttgart Reds. No outs. Joel Petzold, the batter. Joel, of course, the walk-off sacrifice fly in right field in the last pitcher's duel. Runners at the corners. Runners going. Throw back down to third. Oh, stolen base for Moritz Kohler. Runners now at second and third with no outs. Pitch was high for ball one. That pitch misses low and in. Ball number one. Ball number two. 2-0 to count. That's low. Angels are playing with the left side of the infield end, trying to keep the runners. First baseman's in, second baseman playing deep. And a little bit of shoelace adjustment by Moritz Kohler. 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a fly ball in right field. Twisting foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And pitch number 90, a curveball that's fouled almost into the Angels dugout. And again, starting pitcher or any pitcher can only pitch up to 105 pitches, so Mr. Deeks closing in on that mark. And that pitch low and away, ball number 3, full count. Or some of the umpires sitting in the stands not agreeing with the call. 3-2, runners at second and third and no outs. And that ball fouled past the diving third base coach. Count stays at 3-2. And he does not swing. The ball is low. A walk loads the bases. Jaden Grimminger, the next batter. Then coach out of the Angels dugout walking to the mound. Let's see what he's going to do. So Stuttgart with their best chance to score since the second inning. They have bases loaded with no outs, a single, an error, and a walk. Jaden Grimminger, the next batter, he walked and struck out. Now Angels with the whole infield in. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Infield in, trying to get the out at home. That pitch on the outside corner, strike number 2, 0-2 the count. pitch inside, off-speed pitch. Didn't bend into the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that strike, hot cheese at the knees, looking strike for out number 1. So, coach from the Angels sends his middle infield back, looking for the double play. Corners playing in. Max Holmberg, fielder's choice, and a fly out in center field so far. And he takes that pitch in there for strike number 1. And there's a fly ball. Shallow right field, dropped by the right fielder, throw down to second in time to get the force out, but Stuttgart on the drop ball, able to bring a run across the board. 2-1 now the score. Next batter, Felipe Holmberg. Strikeout and hit by pitch. And he hacks at the first pitch, fouls it out of play. And that pitch, number 100, is fouled off the net over the first base dugout. And a ground ball. Shortstop this time, able to field it, flips it to second for out number 3. Stuttgart pushes a run across the board on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the fifth inning. The Angels looking to answer that pitch outside, ball one. Mika Binovic, Mika Suchon, and leadoff man Matai Trnava. Stuttgart pushed one run across the board in the top of the inning. That pitch in there for strike number one. Samuel Deke, very good, solid pitching for the Angels. There's a foul ball out of play, but because of the pitch count, probably will not come back out on the mound. On the other side, Jonathan Schaefer only at 62 pitches. Did he go? No. Ball number two. And that pitch just missed the outside corner. Full count. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Strikeout for the first out. That's strikeout number 7 for Jonathan Schaefer. Mika Suchon walked. Was out at second on the fielder's choice. He takes the first pitch high for ball one. There's a pop fly called for, and over the shoulder catch by Oscar Hunt for out number 2. That pitch low and away to Matai Trnava. Struck out in the first, was safe on a fielder's choice. Made it all the way to third base in the third inning. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1, 1-1 to count. As I said earlier, thank you to all the helpers, all the teams that are here. Don't forget the umpires. Yara Drobny, who's been out here all week long. Ball number 2, doing the live stream. His wife, Iris Drobny, taking all the photos. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a fly ball into right field. Right at the right fielder. 3 up, 3 down. A clean inning for the second time today. We have 5 innings complete. Stuttgart 2, Angels Trnava 1. New pitcher for the Angels Trnava is Damon Atkinson. Comes in from shortstop. A little bit around the horn. A lot of defensive changes for the Angels. Great game by Samuel Deeks. Went 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. But with the pitch count at 101, had to change. Damon Atkinson, 1.2 innings pitched, did give up 3 earned runs. And his first pitch is in the dirt to Tim Rudolph. Rain has stopped. Partly cloudy weather, winds blowing a little bit from the left to the right. It's probably about 14 degrees Celsius out there. That's ball number 2. Again, the pitch count. Making the coach from the Angels make the change. 101 pitches for Samuel Deeks. That ball is fouled out of play. Tim Rudolph, a single in the second to strike out in the fourth. He's got a 2-1 count. That pitch misses in, 3-1. And that ball fouled for a full count. And here's a high fly ball into the gap between the left and center fielder. Tim Rudolph racing with a stand-up double to start the top of the 6th inning. Brings up leadoff man Emil Hunt. A fly out and a ground out before a single in the 4th inning. Emil Hunt, of course, very quick. 7 stolen bases so far in the tournament. And he takes pitch number 1 for ball number 1. That ball is popped up, but twisting foul. One ball, 1 strike, a runner at second base, and no outs. And that ball in the dirt, gets past the catcher. Tim Rudolph advances to third base on the wild pitch, 90 feet away, 2-1 to count. And now first baseman Deke giving his pitcher a little bit of encouragement. 3 balls, 1 strike. Corners playing in, swing and a miss. Strike number 2. And that pitch low. Ball number 4. Mr. Hunt, simple math. 3 + 1 is 4. He didn't remember this count, but he is now safe at first base. Oscar Hunt, the next batter. And what is Coach Yannick Witt going to do with his runner? Again, email already has 7 stolen bases in the tournament. And that pitch, nice pick by the catcher. Delayed steal, Emo Hunt safe at second. Runners at second and third with no outs. That pitch low, ball number 2. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. I'm sure Oscar will be taking all the way. And a high pitch, a 4-pitch walk. Loads the bases with the meat of the lineup for the Stuttgart Reds. And Angels coach out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. See if he's going to make any changes. And it looks like number 11 is coming to pitch. That will be Matai Chervala. Matai Chervala, 2.1 innings pitched, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. Does have 3 Ks. And again, that's what happens in a tournament like this. You have to have enough pitching. Samuel Deeks did a great job, but had to come off the mound because of the pitch count. So the Angels playing with the infield in. They have to. They don't want to let this game get out of hand. Jonathan Schaefer is the batter, 2 strikeouts, and then a single. And that pitch up and in, ball number 1. Samuel Deeks did a great job for the Angels, but had to come off the mound because of the pitch count. There's ball number 2. A double and then 2 walks loads the bases for Stuttgart. And ball 3, 3 balls, no strikes. It's the hardest thing for anybody to do is to come in off the field without no warm-up pitches. 3-0. easiest way to get an RBI. And run number 3 for the Stuttgart Reds. And the guy that you don't want up to bat, Stuttgart's leading hitter, Moritz Kohler, 1 for 3 on the day. And he takes pitch number 1 on the inside corner for strike number 1. More activity off to the side for the Angels. And that ball is lined in the gap between the left and center fielder. And around and round and round they go. A 2-run double for Moritz Kohler. Stuttgart looking to blow this game away. 2 more runs. Now lead 5-1. Still no outs. Next batter, Joel Petzold, a hit by pitch and 2 walks. And he grounds the ball right to the shortstop, who throws for the first out on the ground out. Yoni Schaefer able to score run number 6. Moritz Kohler having to stay at second base. Next batter, Jaden Grimminger, a walk and 2 strikeouts. He takes pitch number 1 for ball number 1. And there's a ground ball to third base. Throw down to first in time, and on the throw, Moritz Kohler advances to third base. So a nice pick at first by Samuel Deeks. 5-3 for out number 2. Moritz Kohler in scoring position 90 feet away. Max Holmberg, the next batter. Fielder's choice. Fly out, fielder's choice. Ball 1. There's a slow hit ground ball. And in time, beautiful off balance throw by the second baseman keeps the score at 5-1. Stuttgart pushes 4 runs across the board on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We'll be right back with the bottom. Of the 6th inning. Six to 2 the score in favor of the Stuttgart Reds. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, Max Versdak, Jan Fankovic, Jakob Horvath. Still towing the rubber for the Stuttgart Reds, Jonathan Schaefer. 72 pitches so far for him, so if it keeps going like that, he may be able to finish the game. That pitch in there for strike number one. Fastball at the knees, strike number two. Batter Samuel Deek. That pitch low and away. Samuel Deek, of course, came in for Samuel Haleski at the DH position. So his first at-bat of the game. And yes, he did, says home plate umpire. Strikeout. Number 8 for Jonathan Schaefer. Out number 1. Next batter, Jan Funkovic. Safe on a base on balls. Came around to score the only run. And he takes that pitch. Hot cheese at the knee. Strike number 1. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. That pitch misses up and in. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2-1 the count. Ball 3. Strike number 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And strikeout number 10, out by window shopping. Out number 2 for the Stuttgart Reds and Jonathan Schaefer. Next batter, Jakob Horvath. He fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1, Jakob. Single and an RBI in the first inning, strikeout in the 4th inning. That's strike number 2. And a foul ball out of play over the first base fence. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Jonathan Schaefer strikes out the side in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 strikeouts, nobody left on. 6 innings in the books. Stuttgart leads 6-1. We'll be right back with the 7th and final inning. We're in the top of the seventh and possible final inning. 6-1 the score in favor of the Stuttgart Reds. 7 and 8 and 9 batters for Stuttgart. That pitch high for ball number 1. Lucas Scooter, the batter, came in the last inning. He takes ball 2. Swings at the high fastball, strike 1. Ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike. That ball fouled back. Count goes full. And a walk. Leads off the top of the 7th inning. Lucas Scooter safe at first. Tim Rudolph, the next batter. Tim started the last inning off with a double. He takes that pitch in there for strike number 1. He's 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a strikeout. And that pitch inside. And looked like Tim Rudolph thought the pitch hit him. Umpire did not catch it, and Coach Yanikovic asks for an umpire's conversation. If anybody else seen it. And apparently it did hit him. So first 2 batters on the walk and the hit by pitch, and leadoff man Emil Hunt comes up to bat. Oh, infield fly rules on. Anything hit in the infield up in the air will be automatic out for the batter. That pitch on the outside corner, strike number 1. That's ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball number 2. High and inside, 3-1 the count. And that pitch way outside for ball number 4. Bases are loaded with Reds, and the coach comes out to talk to his pitcher. After a good 5 innings of baseball, unfortunately for the Angels, their pitching seems to be running out. We have bases loaded, 2 out or no outs, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Angels. If I'm seeing it correctly, the new pitcher, Oleski. So he's getting his warm-up pitches. We'll be right back. Bases are full of reds, no outs. Oscar Hunt, the next batter, a walk, a strikeout, a ground out, and a walk for him today. And he grounds the ball slowly to the shortstop, who throws it to second in time for the out. Run number 7 across the board for Stuttgart. Runners now at the corners. Number 64, Jonathan Schaefer, the batter. Runners going all the way. No throw. Stolen base. 2 runners in scoring position. 1 strike on Jonathan Schaefer. He's 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. And he hits that ball high in the air in right field. Everybody tagging. Caught by the right fielder. Runners advancing, a sacrifice fly. Run number 8 for the Stuttgart Reds. Out number 2 for the Angels, Trnava. And Moritz Kohler up to bat, 2 for 4. And that pitch is up high, ball 1. And a line drive, but right at the left fielder for out number 3. Stuttgart 2 more runs making the score. 8-1, 2 runs on. Actually, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning. Jonathan Schaefer, pitcher for Stuttgart, going to be facing Samuel Chavala, Tobias Balok, Damon Atkinson. That pitch just a bit low, ball number 1. And that ball foul, 1-1 to count. Foul ball, strike number 2. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah. Strikeout for the first out in the 7th inning. Next batter, Tobias Baloch. A single and a walk. And a swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that curveball left outside, ball number 1. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. That pitch just a bit outside. Count is full. Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout in a row for Jonathan Schaefer. Strikeout number 13. Damon Atkinson, the last chance if he gets on base. Then not the last chance. Angels Taverna down to their last out. That pitch outside, ball number 1. Strike number 1, 1-1 the count. And a ground ball, twists foul. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. .100 pitches on the nose for Jonathan Schaefer. And there's a base hit up the middle. A single for Damon Atkinson. And as I understand the rules, 105 pitches, but you can finish off a batter. Coach out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher. soll die auch nicht vergessen.